Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and I don't know if I've ever seen something quite like this in the Hearthstone metagame, where I promise I didn't Photoshop this. This image of, I guess, the front page of H's replay, a little bugged out as I'm recording this. But yes, displaying Wild Warlock as the only playable class at first with 56% win rate. But besides obviously the visual bug, if you actually go to H's replay right now, if we move my face, it's like really weird on standard, just showing like warrior and rogue, and wild's not working anymore. Obviously some technical issues, but it also kind of speaks to what has been going on, not only in Wild, but just Hearthstone in general, where Warlock is just weird, man. It's taking the Ricky Bobby philosophy of if you're not first, you're last, really seriously right now. And I wanted to take a look at, what exactly is going on. What is making Warlock so terrible in most formats, but so damn good in the Wild format, where it just got nerfed recently and it hasn't missed a beat? And of course, if you enjoy the content on the channel, feel like I've earned your subscription, please hit that sub button down below. Give the video a like, as it helps the channel out a lot. And I do want to give you guys, again, a friendly reminder. Today is the final day of the Winter Championships. I will be, again, co-streaming it, co-casting it with Theo on Twitch and YouTube. The drops, the one pack you can get for Cataclysm, you can only get by watching on Twitch, but you want to hang out, it's been a lot of fun. We're down to the final 8, and the top 3 competitors all qualify for World Championships. And if you picked my player in Giyu, I did Giyu for Choose Your Champion, he's still in there, so there's still a chance to maybe get some more packs from him. He actually hasn't lost a game yet. He's the only competitor to go undefeated in the first 2 rounds. So obviously, can't really use the front page stats very well for Warlock right now on H's replay in standard or wild, but we can take a look where in arena, can you take a look at that number? 32.9%, by far the worst class in arena. It's taken its druid spots from last season, where I think it was like druid or shaman were like right near the bottom. Maybe it was shaman, I can't remember. Regardless, it's brutal. The main reason being like the herald cards that Warlock got, they're just bad in arena. You need to really build around it. You need a constant death rattle like the Egg of Kelos to make it relevant, and the other hero classes are actually doing pretty well. But yeah, considering the focal point, the focus of these classes for this arena season is really around Cataclysm. Yeah, the heralds really awful, not doing a lot of good work in the format, and yeah, Warlock really struggling in Wild. But the big thing is, you take a look on HS Guru, you look at the Wild stats on all the different decks meta-wise, it is insane to see Warlock look how many different Warlock decks we have being like top tier Diamond Legend. We have the Demon Seed, which we all know I love the Demon Seed. It's funny, they've killed off so many decks that warp the meta and have just driven me crazy, or actually a lot of decks that I loved or like playing, but the Demon Seed always remains, despite the fact it's been nerfed I think like 3 or 4 times. Discard Warlock, which got nerfed recently, up there. We got the Boar Warlock. We have XL, HL, TikTok Warlock. How many things are we getting there? Fatigue Demon Seed Lock, Boarlock. We have the Demon Boarlock. And if we move up to like Legend, where it gets a little bit more refined, you see that Warlock is just everywhere. Again, Disco Lock, the Demon Seed, XL Demon Seed, the TikTok Warlock, Boar Warlock. And if you go by popularity, it's where it gets really, really pretty crazy, where you have 11.1% playing this TikTok Warlock. You have 6% playing Discard Warlock, Boar Warlock at 4%. You're basically, if you're queuing into Wild, I know like Jin, he returned to streaming, a friend of mine, Wild content creator. Once he hit Diamond, it was just nothing but Warlocks. Warlock, 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 while he was also playing Warlock. He was playing, I think, this deck, the TikTok Warlock, In the top 1K, again, you could see a lot of Warlock, with the popularity being, again, around 11% of this deck, 8% of this deck, it's 19. You're looking at, again, a quarter of your games, basically, you're going to be facing Warlock. Warlock is so unbelievably good because there's just a lot of broken good stuff, and a lot of these decks don't share all that much. Like Warlock, after what, 12 years of Hearthstone, have just built up an arsenal of really good cards, whether it's the Demon Seed, whether it's the Solarium, whether it's Soul Barrage. You know, there's so many different cards. Expired Merchant, you got Blood Bloom, and now coupled with Bat Mask. Like, there's just so much for them to work with. And then you take a look at the meta in Standard. Oh boy, where's Warlock? You have one playable deck in Herald Egg Warlock at 50% at Diamond through Legend, and it was brought to Winter Championships, where it is the only deck that has not lost a game. I believe it is 1-0. They played a game with it and they won, because the other times it was banned, and that's it. That's all I've seen. And yeah, the other archetype, Reform Warlock, not very good, and Divergence Warlock, not very good. The arsenal of cards that Warlock has access to in Standard is a lot smaller than Wild, and not nearly at the same power level. Warlock was really good the last 2 years. We saw, especially with like the StarCraft location stuff, it was really good with that. But yeah, this current year, so far, Warlock, outside of just spam and eggs, which I feel like a lot of players, I mean, it's obviously not super popular if, you know, it's the only playable Warlock deck, and Warlock is a super popular class that only 1.3% of players are playing it, super polarized in its matchup spread. Like, we take a look, you can see, yeah, it does really well against like Death Knight or Demon Hunter or Druid, but it does really bad against Hunter and Mage, Paladin and Rogue and Shaman. It's like, it's basically you're flipping coins on what matchups you're getting, because you play that egg against Silenced or X, you just, you lose. You lose on the spot, and that's all Warlock has to have right now. And I've just never seen where one class could be so utterly dominant, have so many options, be so freaking good in one format, and then you're looking at Standard and Arena, the class is nearly unplayable. I will also note in Wild, we could make, I guess you could make the closest example of like it being different was Death Knight being like really good in Standard and always really good in Arena. Like, it's always really good in Arena, whereas in Wild, Death Knight basically doesn't exist. Just try and find Death Knight decks in Wild. Diamond through Legend, I can't find any with a sample size of 400. Let's go to 200. We got, yeah, aggro DK at 46.9% on a 300. Why would you have Kill Jaden in your aggro deck? I mean, that might explain some things here, okay? And yes, we have Plague Death Knight, which can shut off those pesky Reno decks at a whopping, like, not even 40% win rate. Like, Death Knight doesn't have like these crazy scams. OTKs are like really great win costs, which you need in Wild to really thrive. And it's the best comparison I could give of one class being really good in other formats and being this bad. But Wild's taking it to a whole nother level where, like, I don't even know what you would do to tone Wild or like tone down Warlock in Wild when you have so many archetypes. I feel like you nerf one thing, the other thing picks up, and you know, you'd have to outright gut, like, I don't know, the Demon Seed. Please, Blizzard, do that. I just don't like the card. Sorry. That's my personal preference. You like the Demon Seed, that's cool. But my goodness, it drives me crazy. Or you got like the Solarium, you got Expired Merchant, you got like Blood Bloom. You'd have to gut so many different things. And even have like the TikTok Warlock, which is the most popular deck in Wild, that like, what do you specifically nerf in this Reno pile of cards, right? You've got so many different things that just do so many silly things. I don't even know where you would start, right? Like, Warlock is just in this spot where it's always seemingly going to be a top tier deck in Wild, which is probably fine. But the fact that it is like the only class in Wild right now does seem to be a bit of an issue that I don't know if Blizzard is really going to seriously address or do anything about. But it has created a situation that, yeah, I really have not seen in Hearthstone in, well, maybe ever or quite some time, where one class is so unbelievably diverse, dominant, and good in one format and effectively unplayable in every other format. Let's not talk about Twist though, where literally every class is unplayable for over a year. Are we ever going to hear about that? I don't know, probably not. Anyways, again, yes, the final day of the Winter Championships. Come hang out if you haven't already. And tomorrow, yes, there will be patch notes. Patch notes going live. We can see what those event cards and whatever other news is in there. So stay tuned for that video. And if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.